A big thank you to Goblin Studios for providing a Steam key and making this series possible. Okay. Hello, viewer, and welcome back to As Far as the Eye. This is episode 2 as we go through the campaign here. So, chapter 1, we learned about Oku. Chapter 2, we learned about Shunt and Hunky. Chapter 3, the Shapeshifters. Help Crate and Scion, two ambitious pupils, to become experts. Learn how to gain experience and choose bonuses in the trade wheel, and how to feed your pupils. Build, manage, improve, and repair mobile buildings and discover proximity bonuses. Visit ancient remains. Crate and Scion await only you to meet their destiny. Cool. Pupils are metamorphs by nature. As long as they can remember, animal instincts have followed them in all their tasks. Like the center of an eye, naturally dilating in the darkness, the pupil's form shifts, as if its body instinctively knows the best form to take for the task at hand. Every pupil has, from the very first cycle, taken on the appearance of a red panda. All tribes need to harvest resources. Quickly enough, it's a reassuring and familiar form that shapes their day-to-day routine. Some silhouettes are much less habitual and are only worn by the elder pupils, or the younger prodigies. Other forms are so rare that no one can say if they really exist. The elders say that these animals evolve, that they have seen them become rarer and rarer before disappearing, just as they see the birth of new animals. Young pupils often speak, by the fireside, of shapes with long horns, as complex as an oak in winter. Is that long? It looks like tongue, kind of, right? Whatever, I'm getting hung up on spelling. They also mention web-footed Bactrians able to breathe underwater. With shadow puppetry, they amuse themselves by showing off the shapes that fill their dreams. Crate has always been a teller of campfire legends. At each meet, the elders see Crate dancing around them, catching every last crumb of every story. Crate wants to become an engineer. Whenever the opportunity presents itself, Crate builds and builds. The status of expert is only achievable with experience. For now, despite having built a great many structures, Crate's still only a little bird. The little bird dreams of the day when it can become a toucan with a majestic beak. Scion, the other pupil of Crate's circle, has the same aspirations in another domain. Become an expert in fruit harvesting and learn the famous candied fruit recipe from the elders. This recipe lets the maker sublimate fruits with something much more nourishing. This is a circle filled with hope and ambition. Alright, selected map. So, we are here. We need to get here, which means we have one choice. They have already recovered a lot of distance to the eye, and in 2 halts they will have arrived. The lands behind them are already under water. Choose the halt on the next path. Right. So we have to choose this one, which means we need 120 wood, 120 wool, and 40 pepkins. People will need a raft to make this path. Wood logs and a sail woven out of peep wool should do the trick. The river is long, and they should also take along some food to avoid starvation. Okay. Caravan is here. I may just scroll in a little. The tribe already has a building, a pasture. This building allows for shearing and stocking peep wool. This wool can be used for making hangings, warm clothing, or to insulate buildings. Start to complete the objective by assigning Scion to Pepkin Harvest. Which one are you? Scion, there we are. Pepkin Harvest, right there. Explore the halt with Crate to try and find some wool. Well, I'm thinking it'll be over here, but you're closest over here, so let's go this way. Even though Scion is harvesting pepkins, the tribe's stock is running out. Pupils consume food each turn. When there is nothing left to eat, they will fall ill and lose health each turn. Yes, I remember from the demo how that turned out. When they no longer have any health points, they are called back to the Sci. You must therefore keep an eye on them and their food resource. Pepkins are very resilient fruits that can be found in every region. They are the basis of a good diet, and pupils eat 6 pepkins per day, so 12. Because I have 2, right? Is that how math works? Raw pepkins are juicy, but not very nourishing. Just as Crate dreams of construction, Scion wishes to make sure everyone in the tribe has enough to eat. This is Scion's trade wheel. Click on it to see what talents he has. It has, I guess. This is a pupil's trade wheel. It represents all the forms a pupil can take. Every harvest cycle, build, or production that a pupil performs will bring them experience points. After gaining a certain amount, they gain bonuses, or talents, that will make them better at that trade. These bonuses only apply while the pupil is working in that specific trade. Right. The center wheel represents the base trades. Okay, so all of these here. Scion already has a lot of experience as a gatherer, and already benefits from a few bonuses. Scion requires less food than Crate, for instance. That? Ah, right here. Okay. Soon Scion will be able to specialize as a fruit gatherer. Oh, so once these fill up, he can choose. Okay. And take on a new appearance. Look at Crate's talents by clicking on the name. Crate has gained experience as a builder. Even at the center of the eye, some of the buildings are Crate's originals. Progress as a builder is gained by constructing new buildings. Note, a pupil with experience in a trade will be more efficient. Right. So what can he do? 2 plus MP when going to construct a building. Okay. This pupil repairs twice as fast. Okay. 25 extra hit points to buildings. Okay. Leave the menu. Alright. So, you're gathering, you're exploring. There's no wool over here, just as I feared. We wasted a couple of turns. Come on. There we go. Turn 3. Go up here, then, I guess. Okay. Go down here, then, I guess. Okay. Well, that was a waste of time. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Just run across the map. It's perfectly okay. It's not like I'm on a time crunch here. Some peeps! These creatures are friendly and willingly let pupils unburden them of their wool. They hate rain, generally hide during a downpour. This pasture is a mobile building. It's far from the peeps, and harvesting their wool will take forever. Fortunately, it's a mobile building. It can be moved whenever you like, with no additional cost. Click here to repack it. Repack. It's Crate's job to reinstall the building. Open Crate's construction menu. This is a packaged building tab. Here you can find all the disassembled mobile buildings. Select it and place it. Okay. Take 5 turns to deploy. Only high-level engineers can deploy them instantly. This halt is rather peaceful. There are a lot of resources and many peeps to provide wool. Crate wants to take advantage of this calm to build a new building that will be for use later on. Since the last halt, Scion has mentioned the need for this installation. Even though Scion has been harvesting without fail since the beginning of the halt, an evolution has not come. There's not much left to learn as a gatherer, and, since the last halt, Scion has learned nothing new, despite feeling that there must be a way to improve and specialize. Scion lacks a place to truly find personal enrichment. Okay. Caravan can only let pupils gain experience in a base trade. Pupils who work from the caravan will stagnate and never evolve. To specialize, a pupil must work in a building linked to their desired trade. So, okay. To specialize, Scion must work in a harvest hut. It's the only way a pupil can gain experience in a higher trade. Build a mobile harvest hut. Crate will be delighted to do so. Sure. I want to unpack the pasture first, though, right? Okay, so for the sake of transparency, I failed this. I starved to death because I took Scion off and had them doing something else, and we ran out of food before I could get Scion back to gathering. So this is a second attempt at this, which is why this area over here is not discovered. It's not going to be... It's really not going to be important. It's kind of a trap, actually, if you think about it. But I'm trying to be a little more efficient here. Scion is gathering. Crate is building. We haven't wasted any turns coming over here and exploring. So we'll just skip ahead until this is built. And then Crate can... Let's see. We haven't gotten the prompt for that yet. So let's gather some wood. No, hold on. I want to go to Harvest Hut. That's it. And I want to build this thing. So I need 20 wood and 30 sheep. So I might as well have Crate do the wool thing for the moment. While I continue to gather food. The food thing is so difficult to juggle, you guys. Until I get the Harvest Hut, I need Scion on food for the rest of the time. Okay, I have 40 wool, so I can pivot over to wood now. I'm actually going to bring him over here. Whatever. Crate. Over here. There we go. We'll spend a few turns here. I'm in no danger of running out of time with this. I just need to keep my food production going. 40 wood. I think that's enough. Let me look at what Crate's got here. Yes. Alright. So I'm going to build the Harvest Hut right here. And that will get Scion moving on the next... The upgraded job class. Alright, Crate. Why don't we... We don't really need to explore. Let's continue going for wood. There we go. Then we'll just keep our wood going. Alright, Scion, let me look at this here. So, yes. It is accruing XP for the new job class. So we just gotta wait for it to let us know when we've reached that point. We only need a little bit more wood. Yeah, I'll let Crate continue to go for wood. Come on. It should be this harvest turn. So close. Come on, Scion. Why didn't you... So close. Alright. I overestimated how much XP I was getting. Maybe the problem is that I'm not harvesting through... I'm not harvesting through the building. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, okay, that might be the problem. Alright, so we're out of wood. That's fine. Return. There we go. Finally gain enough experience. Open the trade wheel. Okay. So, extra food per harvest or extra XP per harvest? Let's go with extra food. Gauging experience is represented by a blue gauge. Right. Scion has gained the first level as a fruit gatherer. Choose one of the two bonuses. This choice is definitive. The bonus will only apply while Scion is in the form of a fruit gatherer. It's the first step towards expertise and the famous recipe of candied fruits. Right. A pupil is an expert when they have maximum experience in a higher trade. They can choose one of two permanent bonuses. These bonuses are special and apply permanently. Okay. So let's choose extra food per harvest. Good. And we have 81 pepkins. We lose 12 per turn. It's gonna be rough. Let's just let them keep harvesting. Sure. If I'm able... Nope. Crate, you go back to wool gathering. If I let Scion build up a stockpile of food, our next halt should be easier to deal with. I hope. Part of me thinks that's not going to happen, but, you know, maybe. Maybe we will have enough food that we can pull Scion off food production for something else. We're almost there. We're almost there on the wool. One more should do it, I think. Yes. Alright, we have enough. Look at... If you've been paying attention to the pepkins, though, it drops rather drastically every time. Every turn. He brings back, or Scion brings back just enough to keep us above 50. But for sure, we're having a problem here. There's a real problem with food. Well, yeah, we're supposed to go here. Right. Crate and Scion have 2 mobile buildings. Take them to the next halt by dragging them onto the caravan's back. Okay. Also, take as many resources as possible. What if I do that? And then... food... stone... wool... Okay. Leave. Yep. This halt is an ancient forest biome. It is probably filled with ancient historic buildings. This is the last halt before the Eye. The tribe is finally at the end of its long journey. They must cross a wide ravine using a zip line to reach the Eye. It's not possible for just anyone. Only an engineer can prepare a safe passage. It's time for Crate skills to shine, to become an engineer before the waters reach the tribe. So we need wool, ore, and wood. And an engineer. Okay. Fulfill the objective. Get everyone to safety to the Eye before the waters come. Choose well where to place the caravan and deploy your mobile buildings to collect wool and feed your tribe. Right. Okay. So we're just going to move then, I guess. Now, oh, it should say momentarily. I guess not. Putting buildings next to each other actually gives you a proximity bonus. So, we want to unpack the harvest hut and the pasture. I think the harvest hut can go right here. No, that's not what... I want Crate to do that. Scion... why don't you... yeah, you know what? Crate, it's fine. Place our pasture down. Well, you know... why don't you go exploring? Crate. Did I really just select Scion to do... alright, you know what, Scion? Go get some food. Go get some food. Crate, put the harvest hut down. There. Alright, so we'll skip a few turns around. Oh, and we're starving already. Great. That's fine. That's fine. Scion is harvesting food. He's got more than enough at 40. We have more than enough at 43. Crate leveled up into an engineer. Mobile building constructed by this pupil are more compact. Or extra XP per harvest cycle. For mobile buildings constructed by this pupil. Well, if I want to get... let's take the XP. I don't really need the compact buildings because we've only got one more halt for the end of the game, or for the end of this story. Crate, I'm going to have you explore while Scion keeps us alive. These are remains from ancient times. They are leftovers from previous cycles, traces of the passage of an earlier tribe of pupils, reclaimed by nature. Exploring remains can be dangerous or beneficial. You never know what you can find. Crate is fascinated by old buildings and wants to visit all of them. Crate is delighted at the idea of sharing the tribe's discoveries with all the other pupils once they reach the Eye. To visit remains, assign the exploring pupil with a right click and choose Explore. Okay. Sure. I'm guessing it's scripted, so nothing bad will happen. Or if it does, then I'll be able to deal with it. Crate spends the day reconstructing the sawmill that has collapsed in these remains. Oh. Well, very good then. So I need wood, and I need wool. I think I'm going to gather some wood, just because I'm going to need ore. And that means I'm going to need a quarry or something. Another building. So, yeah. We'll be gathering food. Oh, God. Scion. Please. Alright, Scion, you know what? You should be harvesting from there. That would have saved us damage if you had just done that. And that means... I have 100 wood now for crate. I need the ore here, don't I? Let's see. Mine? Mine would take 100 wood, which I can do. Or I can try to get some... Oh, well, stone is probably out of the question. Yeah, alright. So I could build a mine if I wanted to. Close that. But I want to find this sheep before I do that. Should I just keep going with wood for... I think just going with wood for the time being. We'll just keep doing that. We need more food. Like, now. Before we starve to death. Alright. Alright, Scion is on top of that. Now that he's not traveling, she is not traveling 3 spaces to the caravan. We're getting on top of our food situation. Okay. Okay. Crate, what are you at now? You're not earning anymore. Right. It's all gathering. I mean, I can't really do anything about that unless I had Scion do the gathering, but yeah, I don't want to pull him off food. Okay. Yeah, we'll just let this go for a little bit. A plains, wood. Okay. Well, with the wood exhausted, maybe I will go hunt for wool. Oh, look at that. Wool. Great. I'm going to have you go right here. More wool. Well, you know what that means. It's time to unpack the pasture. Go for it, Crate. And then we just let the turns run out, I think. Keep an eye on our food resource over here. I'm too scared to pull Scion off. We're eating so much food that turn Crate into a shearer for the time being. That I'm afraid of pulling Scion off the food or starving to death. Especially since we've taken a few hits already. Yeah, if I could get on top of it, it wouldn't be a big deal, but I seem to barely be able to keep my people fed. Which, you know, is annoying. Really annoying. That's alright. That's alright. We'll get the wool we need. We'll get all the wool we'll need. And then we'll worry about building a mine and getting enough wood. We've got plenty of turns, I think. That's not a problem. Unless something happens. My concern is that we're rapidly running out of food hexes, though. Yeah, 140. Okay, so we're pulling out in front of that problem with the food. Maybe I can have... Maybe once we gather enough food, I can have Scion build the mine. But for the time being... Alright, we have enough wool. I don't need... You don't need to do that. Let's go back to wood, because it's going to take me 100 wood to do the mine. So we need an extra 100 here. Okay. I'll wait until we've exhausted this final food hex, and then go for the mine. Hopefully Scion gets enough. Alright, should be one more, and then I can reduce the amount of food eaten. Good. Okay. Come on. Come on. Level up. Yes! Okay. So what's the other one? Plus 1 MP when carrying food? No, let's just do this. Alright. Alright, 102. We are not pulling out ahead of that food consumption, it looks like. Oy. Alright, we have plenty of wood now. Actually, I could just have Crate go do it, right? Yeah. I'll have Crate go do it. Mine... 100. We'll put it right there. There we go. I should have enough turns to build it and gather. I hope. Ooh. It's going to be close, I think. Alright, gather that mine. Alright. I gotta keep my fingers crossed here. I don't know if we'll do it or not. How much ore does Crate gather in one go? Enough! Oh. Okay. Alright, we're off to the eye. Alright. Whew. That had me scared for a second there. Plenty of food. Not that I'll need it, because it's the end of the trip, but... Plenty of wood. Plenty of ore. Ore? If I put this here and I put this here. Ore? Okay, that takes up a lot. Wow. But that's okay, because we got everything. Do you want to leave? Yes. The journey was particularly difficult, probably the hardest journey of their lives, but the tribe made it to the center of the eye, in extremis. Here, Sylve is reunited with their old tribe, who had thought the side who have decided on Sylve's destiny. The two tribes meet. Crate, no longer able to sit still, hurries to the center of the group to declare their new prowess to any who will listen. Crate is now an engineer. Scion watches with a benevolent gaze. Quickly, a band of small pupils grab Scion by the hand and drag them to the crowd. The great meeting can commence. Ah, well, good. I got that one. It took 2 tries, but I got that one. Alright, well, I'm going to call this episode for now, as disappointing as it is. Thank you everyone for joining me. Stay safe, and God bless you.